right, everybody, welcome back. Rob Backrack Gear Travel Reviews. Continuing on the hunt for Rob's new blue jacket. So next jacket up we have is pretty similar to the last one we reviewed. The last one that we actually checked out was this Volcom 10s insulated GORE-TEX jacket. 2L membrane, 6080 interior insulation with the old kind of Volcom interior insulation tech. This is now the Volcom TDS GORE-TEX insulated jacket. This is not the infrared version, okay? So this is we're looking at coats, kind of $450 and less, really mostly $400 and less. And so this is the TDS. I think this comes in right at $395. That's $360, 2021 version, 2022 version of this coat. 2L exterior, if I didn't already say that, and then a different insulation on the inside. So we're gonna check this coat out here. Again, this is a insulated jacket, so it is heavier than when you're used to just picking up these shells and seeing, oh, well, this is super light. This has insulation inside of it, and so it is definitely a heavier coat. Let's go ahead here. Really nice brim, not quite as heavy as the 10, so maybe I'll just do a side-by-side on these afterwards, but let's see here, anything to note. So, all right, no arm pocket there. We've got front pockets, cool. We've got our zip tech here. Yeah, and let's just check it out so you guys can see the back. So again, this is the royal blue color. And so let's take a look at the inside of this bad boy. Actually, let's do the pockets first. So, all right, so this coat, so nothing on the front right here. We've got two there. And then, all right, so this, all right, interesting. We're gonna put this on so I can show you guys this stuff, okay? All right, let's check out the inside. There's some interesting pocket work going on there. So let's check this out. Let me show you what I mean here. And I can definitely do a side-by-side on this, but this is the new kind of TDS lining system that actually has the kind of the barred, like you see in the down jackets that people like. So that technology, they believe, tends to keep people warmer because they can put less insulation inside of it. And so this is the true TDS lining system. This actually has a rated lower grams of insulation than the 10s does. And I'll show you what I mean here. The jacket's weight feel about the same. Maybe that's something for me to check out another time, but just want to show you the difference between the insides of these jackets. So you can see here, so this is the previous lining system. This is not the TDS lining system. So you can see these are much larger columns and it's not quite as mapped out, right? Like this one really has the body flow mapping in it, is kind of what they call it, for better airflow, but the warmth where you need it. And so that's just to show you a little bit of the difference between these two here, right? So this is fully insulated here, right? The 10s has insulation every square inch side to side on the inside, whereas the TDS starts to get some of the mesh airflow in there where they believe it's going to allow you to breathe a little bit better. So you're getting the warmth where you need it, but it's also getting airflow where you need it as well. So I'm just going to pop this one to the side here. All right. Same thing, it's got Volcom zip tech. Volcom doesn't do the removable gaiters because they want you to buy the pants as well, which, I wear bibs and I'm not like all in on one versus the other. So I like the jackets that have the removable gaiters personally, but sometimes it doesn't matter. Some people don't care. So let's check this guy out. All right, so this one does have the wrist gaiters in it. Actually really nice wrist gaiters, super big thumb holes here, so you're not, sometimes I don't like wearing these things because they like tug on you inside of your glove, but these are really nicely fitted, big space, so you're keeping that snow out of your jacket, but these aren't, I don't think these would be a pain in the butt like some of the wrist gaiters are. So I kind of like those. Again, the 10s does not have the wrist gaiters. Okay, so the Volcom 10 does not have the wrist gaiter. If you're looking at these two jackets and you're like, wow, these are really similarly priced, which one should I go with? Just a couple little things to pay attention to, okay? All right, let's do the exterior of this boy here. All right, nice. They've all got kind of, you know, the suede line lip and chin guard there, so that's nice. The zipper is really nicely tucked away, so that's not going to be getting in your way on the inside of your jacket, so that's cool. But what I want to show you guys here is some interesting pocket game going on here. Start with the lower pockets. It would look like you have kind of the flat pockets on both sides like that one did, but this just has the flat pocket on the one front right, so a nice big pocket there for whatever you need to stash in there. Definitely a good beers pocket, snacks, things like that. So good zipper pocket there, and then it does get covered up. And so, but you don't have that on this side. So one vertical pocket here, and then you've got your hand warmer pockets on both sides of this jacket. Okay, so nice hand warmer pockets. And again, Volcom likes to have their jacket pulls on the insides of the pockets there. So you've got your jacket pulls there, and that all ties into their GORE-TEX stuff and all that good stuff. So nice soft, you got the soft suede on the inside, so it feels nice when you're getting your hands warm. These are all fully taped seams, you know, YKK, whatever, water resistant jackets. Okay, so that's the lower pockets. Now we've got two interesting pockets here on the front right. And so you've got two vertical pockets on the same side here. You've got nothing on this side. So let's check these out. So, all right, so they're each the same size. You know, I gotta say, like, I don't know how crazy I am about that. I don't have my phone right here, but I imagine my phone's gonna just barely kind of sit in there, and you know that's not that deep. I mean, it's certainly nice for all things considered. You put your lift pass in there, whatever. You put your phone down there, you know, whatever you want to do there. But it's kind of odd. I kind of like to have one pocket that's just a bigger, deeper pocket on the chest. There's no inner pocket there, and then there's no pocket on the inside there at all. So these are your pockets, you know, for your stuff there. It's okay. I mean, honestly, not a big deal at the end of the day. I'm not a huge fan of that pocket style, but that's just me. GORE-TEX, Velcros. Let's check the hood out. Nice thick brim, just like the other jacket did. It's not quite as heavy duty as the other one, but probably doesn't really make a difference. You don't need it. You've got the zip-tech pull in the back of the helmet, so you can tighten that down. Let's check this guy out here. All right. Okay. All right. So you got that. Oh yeah, I forgot. So Volcom started doing this goggle connect system here so that it can really keep the hood in place. So let's just check that out real quick. Show you guys this. All right, so if I go goggles on here, let's just slide that on real quick. All right. So what we have here, it's going to be kind of tough without looking, but you can't really see this, but there's clips on the inside of the helmet here that are going to clip into your goggle strap to help keep the goggles in place, which is pretty interesting. You know, it's going to kind of clip right there on both sides. And so let's see if we can get that pretty easy. This is the first time I've messed around with this. And so bear with me here. And I think this kind of goes to show, like, hey, here's what you're messing with while you're out there. It's nice, but okay, so I'm clipped in. The hood has the goggle clip system, which, you know, I tell you a couple things I like right now. A, this hood is going nowhere. You know, sometimes like if you're in the right fitting jacket, like the hood won't go anywhere as long as you're all the way zipped up. But you know, as soon as you zip it down and if there's any wind, it's just like boom, gone. It's kind of a pain in the butt. A couple things I kind of like about this. One, with this fully zipped up, my jacket is not in my face here. I kind of like that. Sometimes, you know, you can't help that. Like this is actually nice because I'm fully zipped up. I'm locked in here with this coat right now. And this hood is going nowhere. And I actually like it because if I needed to zip this down for a second, my hood's not gonna fall off. And I don't have to redo my hood game again. So that's, you know, kudos to Volcom. It seems kind of funny, but I haven't, you know, put practical use to this. But I definitely like the fact that I could go into my jacket or into my bibs, whatever I gotta do, zip this back up, and I'm riding on the lift, and my hood's just not gonna flip. And you know, you're gonna grab it and put it back up, especially if it's a really snowy, windy day. This is nice, and it's just gonna stay right there. I've got plenty of mobility. I don't feel like the help, like the hood is restricting me or anything like that. So I definitely like this feature. I'd be interested to test this out and see kind of how handy it is. Takes a second to get it clipped in, but I'm sure once you get used to doing that, it won't be such a big deal. But I mean, that's pretty slick. I like that. Kudos to Volcom. You know, I'm a big knickknacks guy, so going up and down on the lifts, you got to grab a beer, your flask, or a sip of water, whatever it is. It's nice to be able to unzip like this, even if you just need to breathe, right? And it's a windy day. This helmet is going nowhere. Plus, I mean, I haven't even like, you know, if I do my helmet pull, it's really going nowhere. And the other idea with these clips that Volcom says is it's cinching your helmet in on the side so it's not puffed out and getting in your peripheral is their idea there. So that's pretty slick. I kind of like that. So, but let's unclip this and see what that's like. Okay, so unclips super easy, so no big deal there. It's pretty nice. So, yeah, I like this coat. It's definitely, again, similar to the last one. I'm already just getting warm, just kind of standing here. It doesn't have an arm pocket. I don't like that. I've gotten really used to, I like that pocket there for waving for your lift swipe and things like that, or whatever you want to keep right there. And I'm not crazy about this pocket setup. But I really like the hood link system. I like all the other big pockets. I like the fit of this coat. I could definitely layer up more under this and be fine. So if you are looking for an insulated GORE-TEX jacket at an under $400 price point, you know, this seems like a really awesome way to go. I mean, the only really two knocks that I have on this is I'm not crazy about this pocket setup, which to each his own. And then it doesn't have the pocket there. Oh, and yeah, I mean, we've got our standard vents here like most jackets do these days. So, and it's got, okay, so one thing I will note is a lot of jackets these days are doing 2 zippers here to make it easier for you to just be able to get in there. This just has the one, so not a big deal. It's got the arm vents, but just something to note. You've got your cinch pulls on the inside. Great looking coat. Got the wrist gaiters here, nice wrist gaiters that are nice and soft and big and plenty of space. You know, I really like that. So yeah, great coat, 2L exterior. So, you know, it's gonna keep you dry. There's no doubt about that. And again, for under 400 bucks, I mean, pretty darn good to go insulation with their MAP lining system in here, and GORE-TEX. Pretty darn good. So the Volcom TDS insulated jacket. This is the, again, not the infrared, just the TDS insulated GORE-TEX with the MAP lining system on the inside. If you like the review, appreciate you watching. Please subscribe, click like at the bottom, and let me know if you have any comments or questions. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.